data from 12,000 1,20,000 bird watchers in 48 countries shows forest birds have expanded their regions, while area occupied by farmland bird has shrunk. During May 2020, it was decided that the Climate Change Summit 2020 will be postponed, and the 26th Climate Change Summit will be held on November 2021. Few scientists were rewarded. The global carbon dioxide emission reduced by 7% just because of coronavirus pandemic. In the United States, it was reduced by 11.5%, and in United Kingdom, it was reduced by 12%. While in China, it was reduced by 1.7% only. As I had already told all of you that I will purchase a MTB bicycle or mountain bicycle. As promised, I have ordered a Volks Summit 29 inches. According to Gati Courier, it might have been reached till Delhi, and it was ordered on 11th. It was dispatched on 11th or 9th of November. It was dispatched on 9th of November. But the transaction, but the freight details were missing yesterday due to any technical error, or they might have been promoting applications and WhatsApp feature. Each and every company in India is intentionally creating trouble with their websites to promote apps or their availability through WhatsApp. Even after witnessing that CIA has sent notices to Zuckerberg for blackmailing Instagram and WhatsApp owners and forcing them to sell their products to Facebook, and they are ignoring the fact that WhatsApp, Instagram features are not indigenously developed in India, while international media is promoting frontliners that they will be provided coronavirus vaccine prior to each and every common person, thereby creating a barrier between upper middle class, poor, and highly educated engineers with MBBS or MD, so that the students should ignore their friendship and start treating themselves in a partiality or manner. And ultimately, these leaders and illiterate United Nations should benefit from the differences. If thermodynamics or chemical engineers will not provide solid carbon dioxide or nitrogen gas to freeze the vaccines or to supply it. Although web designers and software engineers will not provide any facility to collect data, or the aviation experts or aeronautical engineers will not provide freight or easy access. They can't manage to deliver. Even if they have manufactured the product, they will be expired inside the warehouse. But these kind of politicians are intentionally creating differences so that they will win financially and they can acquire those products at any cost. There are many side effects of coronavirus vaccines also. The Food and Drug Administration on Friday authorized the first coronavirus vaccine for emergency use and distribution of the Pfizer vaccine, which has greater safety and side effect concerns. Thousands of farmers are agitating in each and every corner of the country. About 95,000 tractors had reached Kundli border, which was renamed as Sindhu border by flash paid media through bribe of mosque demolition group and broom logo flashes, so that the Kundli industrial area will be removed from the memory of environmentalists, and they will manage to develop the companies there, so that if these flashes will raid 17 industrial area of Delhi, they will fail to find any drawback or any absence of environment friendly products. Controlling pollution through effluent treatment plant, or they don't even possess adequacy report for, and they don't even possess the infrastructure for controlling air pollution, sound pollution, and water pollution. But even then, they managed to buy adequacy reports after bribing the institutions like Sulabh Chemical Laboratories, DCM, and other authenticated laboratories of Delhi. And if they will name again and again that place as Sindhu border, the minds of flesh Indians belonging to Moscow demolition group, which are 99.99% in number, will be manipulated in such a manner that they will forget the name Kundli. Where thousands of industries will be void, parallelism with all the industrial areas of Delhi, and sometimes they will manufacture products in simultaneously, and sometimes they will start operating as offices in all the industrial areas, thereby bribing the Broom Logo and Flush Most Evolution Group. So they are placed and they belong to Moscow demolition. So they are intentionally creating troubles by imposing these laws, and all the farmers are already known that these laws are irrelevant in nature. But when they will reach the border area, they will applaud the achievements which are not existing in any kind. Even when they fail to repair the sinking roofs or the seeping shelters where wheat or rice are being stored, but they will applaud the achievements that those warehouses are existing even if they are of no use. But people will be made aware, and after bribing these farmers, they manage to collect them. In the end, they will applaud the achievement of Moscow demolition group and return back. That's their plan, and that will happen in few months. They are intentionally delaying the return so that people will not feel suspicious. And now they are intentionally ordering other farmers to bring all the tools in a coded manner, as if it has been allowed. If they were not supporters of Moscow demolition group, they would have been kept inside the bars after narrating these kind of orders in a coded manner. And then the journalists say, okay, we are aware that you are talking in a coded manner. We know what it means. There is no harm in not even a single person is watching here, and thousands of viewers are watching. And if Muslims try to demand anything from this flesh mosque demolition group like CA and CA and AA protest, they are kept inside the bars. And if the same farmer ordered others to bring all the tools, and they say, okay, you should know what the purpose of the tools. We are not here to we are not here to clear the soil or sow seeds. We are here to utilize those tools in a coded manner. And the journalists say, okay, we know what kind of codes we are talking about. It means they have support of Moscow demolition group internally, and they know that these flashes intentionally creating trouble so that all the inferior quality products which they are selling should be should the company an excuse, and that to the blunders of Moscow demolition group. If I have ordered any product of 8 on 8th, it should reach here by 15th or 16th. At the most, it take about 7 or 8 days. Okay, then Volvo buses have started flying in each and every national highway, and that is also an achievement. That number, which is a manipulated one, where 40 Volvo buses are always already stranded in Gurgaon, and many have been discontinued before the pandemic also. Now they have an excuse. Okay, some kinds of troubles were created by farmers, and that's why it was not present. Most of the Volvo buses are halted near private resorts, whereas during past they used to halt at oases or other economical pantries. But nowadays they are being halted at private resorts as a commission from to Moscow demolition group. In each and every manner, they are spoiling your hard-earned money and infrastructure which was developed by Congress and Nationalist Congress Party. Another kind of mass hysteria has been created as For example, I I tried to card several times, but these flesh Indians along with the mosque demolition to be used to rent. This PCI card is not existing at all. It was existing millions of years ago. Nowadays, Moscow Demolition Group have started manufacturing own USB. They don't have face, they don't have intelligence, they don't have that much resources to manufacture PCI cards for the next 500 also. But extinction of Earth one is inevitable in about few months. That is a different aspect. But if the coronavirus not existing, even then it is impossible to develop PCI Ethernet cards and TV tuner cards for the next 1,000 years by any scientist throughout the world. But these flashes kept on renting the fictitious achievement of Moscow Demolition Group. After the flash Indians belong to Moscow Demolition Group, they are everywhere. But we can't sit at home and be dependent on online sales throughout the life. For once or the twice, we have to move out. I have kept all my books here. You can see the original Namo Shivaya. Original Namo Shivaya there. He is original Namo Shivaya. He lives 21 light years away from Earth one. That is Namo Puran. Namo Namo Puran. And he is still living with Parvati. Abhi bhi wohi Parvati. There are thousands of sting operations through which Moscow Demolition Group are being exposed everywhere. Don't worry, I am not here to fulfill my own motive. I have received an email from YouTube also, in which they mentioned my achievement in past year, where 3,997 times my videos were shared and 19,097 new views. For your kind information, 3,997 times the videos were shared from past 4,009 days, not in this year. And from the first video till now, only 1,743 like buttons were pressed. I'm not exaggerating anything. That is just a nominal growth and very marginal compared to millions of views, where people used to get thousands and millions of views just by ranting nonsense and abusing in such a drastic or such a worst manner, like those words can't be heard in front of your siblings, but they are getting popularity. And when you leave your house unattended after switching on the YouTube through any gadget or Chromecast or Echo Dot, and through auto replay, your children used to listen and spoil your flora and fauna and spoil your atmosphere of the house also. And I subscribe to many applications, and even after knowing that they will try to tend towards this kind of infatuation or inclination, which is not relevant. After all, they are flesh and they are homosexuals also. their media teams are homosexuals, they used to get a bribe also along with that problem. And all the subscriptions, all the favorites, all the suggestions, not even one or twice, you will keep on scrolling from up or down or keep on scrolling from left to right. They are promoting dog or fake shoe. And many social networking, social distancing, and the coronavirus pandemic poems have been created by these Moscow demolition group. Even during recent days, they have started developing nonsense poems and idioms or songs related to farmers. After getting gold or silver plate, these flash Indians belong to Moscow demolition group, which were earlier pretending to be neutral. But when they get the silver button, they started promoting Moscow demolition group because they have achieved what they want. Now they have lost their neutrality. During Trump, the neutrality, the trade war, health insurance, Mexico wall, drugs, other problems were also brittle or hard in nature. Means they were not tackled. If you will search Webster dictionary, you will find the meanings of the hard words which I am using. Okay, even then I don't bother. My broadcast will not be viewed, but even then I don't bother at all because climate change summit has already been cancelled, and it was the last summit. Now I have decided to bicycle during early morning only because during afternoon it is very tiring, and sometimes when I return back it becomes dark. Moreover, I am using digital watch which needs to be switched on to check the time, and during broad daylight due to the reflection I am not able to check the time while especially during bicycling. Moreover, the steep area starts after 12 kilometer. Largest steep area or 10th when the 10 theta increases more than zero point 0.8. Thanks a lot for joining my broadcast. Hello Mr. Anirudh Thakur. Thanks for visiting again. और जैसे जो स्टीप एरिया होता है ना, अगर वो 12 किलोमीटर के बाद स्टार्ट होता है तो घर से अगर तुम प्रोटीन लेके चलते हो तो फिर तो तुम 12 से 4-5 किलोमीटर और जाके जा सकते हो. अब अगर प्रोटीन लेके नहीं जाते हैं और 12 किलोमीटर तुम प्लेन एरिया में चलाते हो साइकिल, उसके बाद स्टीप एरिया माउंटेन एरिया स्टार्ट हो जाता है. तो अगर तुम रुकते नहीं, अगर कंटिन्यू चलते रहते हो तो फिर तुम सोचते हो कि चलो कुछ डाइट या कुछ नॉन वेजिटेरियन या एग्स का ऑर्डर कर दिया, तो फिर तुम्हारा डाइट कंट्रोल नहीं हो पाएगी, तो फिर तुम उसका कोई बेनिफिट नहीं होगा. उससे बेटर ये है कि 10 किलोमीटर के बाद रेस्ट कर लो 15 मिनट का, और उसके बाद 5-7-8 किलोमीटर और बाइसिकलिंग करो. उसके लिए तुम्हें अर्ली मॉर्निंग निकलना पड़ेगा. अगर दोपहर को निकलोगे तो फिर शाम हो जाएगी, और शाम हो जाएगी तुम्हारा वर्क जो पोटेंशियल है वो डिक्रीज़ हो जाएगा और वर्किंग आवर्स भी डिक्रीज़ हो जाएंगे. और अगर तुम कम बाइसिकलिंग करते हो तो तुम तुम्हारा डाइट और ज़्यादा इंक्रीज हो जाता है और तुम और ज़्यादा ओबीस हो जाओगे। और अगर तुम जिम ज्वाइन करते हो तो नॉर्मल जिम तुम्हारा, अगर जो 1000 वाला जिम है उसमें तो कोई सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग नहीं है, और जो 4000 वाला जिम है, थैंक्स a lot for joining my broadcast. When you will pay 4000 rupees a month, then you can find any gym where social distancing is being followed. But in 1000 rupees, it is not practical to for the gym owner to maintain social distancing because the rent area is very high in India, especially in cities and metros. The rent area is more than 2 lakh, sometimes 4 lakh or 7 lakh or 8 lakh also. Deadliest place in America. Kansas is the deadliest place in America. Even then, President Trump won there with 88% of the vote in November. Conservative churches like the Duncan Methodist Protestant are filled with dirt roads everywhere. In August, just before the wave of positive cases began growing, Gove County leaders mandated everyone wear mask in public, and they were trying to move residents out of danger. And I have already seen future. Bicycling will become the major mode of transport by 2022. All the roads, more than 80% of the world roads will be transformed into bicycling tracks. And the other 20% will try to improve the electric vehicles or tram systems. By 2035, each and every lane of major metro cities and major cities will possess trams or small vehicles on tracks. The electric vehicle plan will not work such efficiently. They will develop a tram system in each and every cities. But till 2040, about 80% of the world would have been died by any pandemic or another. Only 20% of the population will survive. And they will destroy all the buildings also through nuclear bombs, and then try to form new agriculture land from the rubble by utilizing those artificial intelligence or automatic robots. So they will clear the debris, and then fertilization or fertility of the land will be improved through manures and fertilizers, which will be spreaded through drones and other robots, and the seeds will be sown through robots only. And then by 2050, NASA will succeed to form colonies on Mars also. But to 2120, most of the human beings will migrate to Mars, thereby reducing any chances of pandemics or disasters.